Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Teaching Learning with Poornima once again. And today we will learn the poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, which is composed by Adrienne Rich. Adrienne Rich is an American poet and she is known for her women's movement as a poet. She has published many poems which actually are based on women empowerment. She has brought people's attention towards the constraints of married life, especially for a woman. In this male-dominated society, women are expected to do certain things and people do not give attention to their desires, what they want, how they feel. And the same thing is described in this poem, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. Before explaining you the poem, let me tell you about the theme and other important points which the poem highlights. This poem highlights expectation towards a woman in a married life and suppression of her desires in this male dominated society. Aunt Jennifer is making a design on a piece of cloth through embroidery. She is making the design of tigers, prawns who are leaping, jumping, moving very fast. Tigers are known for moving ferociously and very fast. Across a screen. Here screen means scene, scenery, or we can say landscape. What is the landscape? Landscape is a world of green. That is a forest. Tigers are there in the forest. They are moving, jumping, trying to catch their prey, and they are yellow, just like bright topaz. Topaz is yellow gemstone. And because tigers are yellow, that is why they are compared to topaz. Through metaphor, we compare two things, two unlike things, without using like or as. Here tigers are compared to gemstone, yellow gemstone, because their skin is yellow. And they are the residents. They live in a world of green, in a forest which is full of green, trees, bushes, grass and all that. And this landscape is actually being embroidered by Aunt Jennifer. Imagery is used here. Imagery means image, picture. Picture of tigers roaming, jumping, leaping in forest. Why Aunt Jennifer is embroidering these tigers? This is also very meaningful. She is making tigers who are free, who are ferocious, who are free to do anything, while she herself is not free to do anything. She also wants freedom. She also wants to move freely wherever she wants to, but she is not able to do this thing. She's surrounded by many household duties, responsibilities, which she cannot skip anyhow, and she feels dominated. She wants to live a life of freedom. That is why she is expressing her desire through a piece of art. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They means tigers. They don't have any fear. They are not afraid of the men who are there under the tree in the forest. They are fearless. Just contrary to Aunt Jennifer. She is scared of men in the society, especially her husband. Her husband is dominating person and she is not able to express her desires. So that is why tigers which are described here, they are in complete contrast of Aunt Jennifer's condition. These tigers are not scared of men who are there in the jungle, who are under the tree, and they pace, they move in sleek chivalric certainty. They pace, they move in sleek, that is very graceful, in a graceful manner. Chivalric, brave. Chivalrous means brave. Chivalric manner, brave manner, without any fear. They are moving in graceful, bold manner, and they are full of certainty. They are full of assurance. This is the life of tiger. Full of grace, full of bravery, full of courage, and full of assurance. And these three things are lacking in the life of Aunt Jennifer. That is why these two scenes are in complete contrast. And here we can say that art is the mode of expression, while life is the name of suppression. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. Her fingers are fluttering, means moving. Fingers are moving because she is making embroidery through her wool, through the thread she is using for her embroidery. Her fingers are moving along with the thread, and this movement is full of fear. She's so scared in her life. She's so much dominated, suppressed in her life that even her fingers are trembling. They look as if they are trembling, and her fingers suggest that she feels dominated. She is sad. She wants freedom. Find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Her fingers are so weak, not because of age or not because of the strength. Her fingers are weak because they don't have courage to do anything, because she has not been given freedom to do anything what she desires. And that is why her fingers have become weak. And these fingers find it very difficult to move the ivory needle. Here, let me tell you, a lot of symbolism is used. This ivory needle which is made of ivory. Ivory is the task of elephant. White, beautiful. And this is used to make many things. Here the needle is made up of ivory, and this needle is so heavy for Aunt Jennifer that it is very difficult for her to pull, to use needle through her for her embroidery. And this ivory needle is the symbol of difficult life. Married life, which appears to be beautiful, fulfilled, as if it is the fulfillment of one's life, but it pricks. It gives pain. That is why it is the symbol of difficulties in married life. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band, and not only needle, this wedding band, the ring which is given at the time of wedding by uncle by the husband of Aunt Jennifer, this wedding band is also used as the symbol of responsibilities. That is why the word weight is used. Weight of responsibilities of wedding is so heavy, is so difficult, that it is very difficult for her to pull the needle. This wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. And this wedding band, this wedding ring, seems so heavy upon her hand, in her finger, just because of the weight of responsibilities, the heaviness of responsibilities. The responsibilities are so heavy, she cannot skip. Even if she doesn't want to do a certain thing, she cannot say no. And that is why this wedding band is the symbol for responsibilities of a married life. And they are so heavy. She feels burdened. She feels crushed under this weight. Ring is not heavy, but the responsibilities are very heavy. It's very difficult for her to undergo these responsibilities throughout her life. And that is why it becomes very heavy on her hand, and that is why, due to this weight, she is not able to pull the needle through the piece of cloth. Here, personification is also used. Personification means some non-living thing is used as living thing. This wedding band is presented as a person or animal, something which can sit. That is why it is personification. When the aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals. So here, towards the end of her life, even when aunt is dead, her hands will be terrified, scared. Her hands will not be scared. She herself will be scared. She is so much scared. She has been so much scared throughout her life that even after her death, she will have that scare. She will have that fear, and that fear has gone deep into her soul, into her spirit, that even after her death, she will not get peace, because her hands will be ringed. Ringed here, it means there is a ring wedding band in her finger, and that wedding band only will be there in her finger even after her death. It means even after her death, she will be encircled, she will be surrounded or burdened with the ordeals, with the problems, with the difficulties that she has suffered through her life. Throughout her life, she has been mastered, dominated by her husband, maybe by her family members also. And this pain, this care will be there with her even after her death. Here again, this is metaphor. The ring, the wedding band, is compared to the pain, the responsibilities of married life. And the tigers in the panel which she has decorated with the beautiful scenery where the tigers are prancing, moving, jumping, and these tigers will go on, will continue prancing. जो डिज़ाइन उन्होंने बनाया है वैसा ही रहेगा. She has made the tigers who are prancing, jumping. They are full of pride and they are unafraid. Completely opposite to Aunt Jennifer. This is ironical. The design which she has made, that is so beautiful. The tigers which she has made, they are free, they are proud, they are unafraid, while she herself is terrified even after her death. How ironical it is! Because it is a complete contrast. There is a contrast between art and life. Art is expression. आर्ट के थ्रू लोग अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस करते हैं, बाय डांसिंग, बाय ड्राइंग, बाय स्केचिंग, बाय सिंगिंग और एनी अदर आर्ट. बट life is not free. In life, many times we do not get opportunity to express ourselves. That this contrast only is presented here through Aunt Jennifer, through her life. I hope you have understood the explanation. Let me quickly tell you the rhyming scheme of the poem. Screen, green, tree, certainty. For rhyming scheme, we always see the last words of lines. Screen is rhyming with green, tree is rhyming with certainty. In, e, e. So, the first word will be denoted by a, then second word of second line is rhyming with first line, then it will be denoted with the same alphabet A. Tree is not rhyming with green and screen, then next alphabet we will use, that is B, and certainty is again rhyming with tree. Here also we will write B. So the rhyming scheme of the poem A, B, B. And it is followed same in other stanzas also. In other stanzas also, wool is rhyming with pull. So here we will write down A and A. Band is rhyming with hand. Here we will write B. Again the same rhyming scheme, A, B, B. Certain poetic devices I have already told you. Lot of imagery is used when the tigers are described. When the scene of forest is described, people are described. So this is complete beautiful imagery. Here also, fingers are shown fluttering. So this is also imagery, ivory needle. It also gives us an image. So in most of the lines, we have used this poetic device, imagery. imagery. Many students, they write it wrongly. They write imaginary, but this is imagery and it is taken from image. Image means picture. Apart from imagery, we have metaphor. Here when the tigers are compared to bright topaz, yellow gemstone. Tigers are compared to yellow gemstone. This is metaphor. And as I have told you, lot of symbolism is also used. Tigers are the symbol of courage, fearlessness, chivalry, certainty. And here, ivory needle is the symbol for difficult and painful married life. Wedding band is the symbol for responsibilities of married life. So here symbolism is used. At the end, irony is used. In a way, we can say entire poem is ironical because Aunt Jennifer, who is so helpless, so weak, so terrified, but she is painting tigers who are ferocious, brave, free, and assured, proud. That is why this is ironical. And if I talk about other poetic devices, we have a lot of alliteration. Alliteration, let me tell you, when two words in a line, two or more words in a line, begin with the same consonant sound. For example, fingers fluttering. So these two words begin with same consonant sound, that is F sounds. So this is alliteration. Here also, prancing, proud. This is also alliteration. Two words are beginning with the same consonant sound. You have to see the sound, don't see the letters. Other examples of alliteration, I hope you can very well find out from the poem. One more poetic device I want to tell you, assonance. Here there is a repetition of vowel sound, A, E, I, O, U. For example, ringed with. So here the sound of I is repeated in ringed, also in still, ringed with. So this is assonance. I hope you will be able to find out more examples of assonance. We also have anaphora in these two lines. Anaphora is when two consecutive lines begin with the same word. Here third and fourth lines are beginning with the same word, they. That is why we have anaphora here. One more poetic device I want to tell you, that is consonance. And consonance is about repetition of consonant sound at the end of the words. And it is easy to remember also. Consonance means repetition of consonant sound. Dead, terrified. Last consonant D is repeated in these two words. If we see one more example, we can see proud, unafraid. Here also D consonant is repeated towards the end of these two words. Here also we have consonants. Then we have lot of use of repetition also. For example, the word the is repeated in this line. The. This word is repeated in this line. In one line, repetition of any word is done in one line. That is called the poetic device, repetition. And just take care of the spelling of repetition. Usually children write the spelling of repetition wrong. Sometimes they write I here, sometimes they write E here. So there is a way to remember the spelling. Remember the spelling, that is R-E-P-E-T-I-T-I-O-N. So E-E-I-I. Remember it like that. E-E-I-I. One more example of repetition I can tell you, that is of. Repetition of the word of. This is also use of the poetic device, repetition. Here we have the use of synecdoche. S-Y-N-E-C-D-O-C-H-E. Synecdoche. It means a quality of entire person or entire thing is given to only a part. When a part is represented as a whole, that is synecdoche. Here, terrified hands. This hands actually refers to Aunt Jennifer, her personality. That is why we have synecdoche here. And towards the end, let me tell you, the tone of the poem is sad, melancholic, because the Aunt Jennifer is very sad throughout the poem. The tone of the poem is also critical, because the poet wants to criticize male-dominated society for doing injustice towards women, for putting undue pressure on them, and stripping them of their rights. So I hope you have understood the poem. Thank you. Bye-bye. Keep learning with me, keep watching my channel. All the best for your exams.